Went to Liverpool, difficult place to go, partly because we haven't won there since shell suits were in fashion, and partly because I was born with Scouse Tourette's, meaning that I can't hear a Liverpudlian accent without immediately trying to imitate it. Meet Tim and his brother at the station, and head straight for the Marks & Spencer's lager. Panic because all the Marks & Spencer's lager is gone. Breathe a sigh of relief because they've just moved it to the shelf above. Get on the train, read the paper, and wonder why Carlos Tevez won't spend his millions on some new teeth. Arrive in Liverpool, along with hundreds of Liverpool fans wearing box-fresh shirts. I know Benitez signed some hooky Spaniards, but I definitely don't remember this guy. Tim's brother reminds us that Liverpool is a proud musical city full of funny, optimistic people, which is odd because when I think of Liverpool, I think of this bloke telling people to calm down. Wander through the European city of culture. You can tell it's a city of culture because there's an Iceland right in the middle. Decide to pass on the Cavern Club and head straight to Liverpool's other great tourist attraction, the world's biggest JD Sports. Start trying on the shell suits, but get told off for not using the fitting rooms and then thrown out for taking photographs. I don't get a picture of the girl who told us off, but let's say for argument's sake that she looked like this. Head to the Albert Docks, which has gone downhill since Richard and Judy left. Nip into a pub where we have some local delicacies, including a deep-fried gherkin and a pint that looks like a rugby team has wanked in it. It's raining, so Tim decides to terrify a group of kids by trying to hitch a ride on the back of a duck tour and run into the water despite signs explicitly telling him not to. Resolve not to give Tim any more drinks that look like a rugby team has wanked in it. Get a taxi to the ground driven by Martin Yole, who points out objects of interest, even though we can't see them because it's pissing down with rain. Trudge through the rain and notice a sign warning visitors about thieves in the area, which is presumably a reference to the entire city. Get inside the ground in just enough time for a pie, a pint and a cheeky bet. Lose my appetite when I realise that the catering staff are being allowed to serve food close to a picture of Dirk Kuyt's face. Take our seats and realise that the only thing separating us from the Liverpool fans is a piece of black carpet, which we assume is a piece of that newfangled anti-fighting carpet. Start ticking and twitching as a wall of Scouse chatter turns me into that Scottish bloke in those documentaries, except instead of calling everyone a cunt, I keep shouting words like sound and mate. The teams come out and You'll Never Walk Alone strikes up. For a minute I shut up because this is one of the few stadiums to still have an atmosphere. There's thousands of Scousers with their scarves aloft, and I'm reminded that these are fans who knew how to win without being arseholes about it, and who know that football is far more than just 2 hours of entertainment on a Saturday. There's no player in the world who wouldn't want to win for these fans, except of course the 11 Dalglish picks today, who are all crap. We dominate the first few minutes, get a corner, and Rafa scores with the world's slowest volley. We go mental, and Tim reminds our neighbours of the imperatives of keeping calm in this situation. Modric runs the game, Ledley plays as if his knees aren't made of MDF, and Suarez dives, kicks and cheats and generally behaves like Jack Wilshere in the back of a taxi. Which is irritating because every time Liverpool are denied so much as a throw-in, 35,000 of their fans go on like Samuel L. Jackson in A Time to Kill. We go off at half-time looking like a proper team that may yet get to spend next season playing against FC Borat in the Allied Carpet Europa League trophy, or whatever it's called. We come out in the second half looking like Man United, not because we play like them, but because Howard Webb gives us a penalty for an incident outside the area. Lucas steps up, scores, and Liverpool explodes at the injustice of it all. We look to close out the game, so Harry brings on a streaker. Be warned, you can't unsee what I'm about to show you. There, told you. Naked Oath leads the Bizzies a merry dance until he slips, runs into someone's knee, and ooh, he is dead. The stewards carry his lifeless, brain-damaged body off the pitch so that he can begin his new life watching Hollyoaks in a nappy. The game ends and we celebrate a victory that reminds us what the last 2 disappointing months have been for. That without the frustrations of failing to beat Blackpool, West Ham and West Brom, you can't appreciate how great it is to finally win. Get straight out the ground and hail a taxi in an area notorious for curb crawling. Briefly worry about misunderstandings that may occur when we try to pay the fare with money. It's been one of the best away days ever, topped off by the fact we get the train in enough time to get back to see Chaz and Dave's last ever London gig. You see, it's not all swings and roundabouts. Sometimes it is just swings. Or roundabouts, if you like roundabouts. I don't know. I'll shut up now.